Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/FitProPodcast. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Episode 51 of the FitPro Podcast. Welcome back to the FitPro Podcast, listeners. I am your host, Marvin Fayers, and today's episode is a celebration of getting to 50. Mama, we made it. This has been quite a journey for me. It's always been something I've wanted to do, and I'm really pleased that I can do it. And there's people out there that listen and enjoy the content, because I truly believe that I have been put on this earth to motivate and inspire individuals to be a little bit more, to want a little bit more. And we started off in the fitness space, i.e. the Fit Pro Podcast, and we are going to continue to expand to bring everything together. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had a few guests on now that have a little bit different quirks, that have come from a little different backgrounds and are doing something a little bit different. I feel that is the catalyst for change, doing something that's a little bit different, challenging the norm. And just so you know, guys, everybody out there can do this. Everybody out there can start a podcast, can go out there, can chase their dreams, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a YouTube vlog, whether it's an actual business, physical business, whether it's an internet business, whether it is looking for that job that you like, whether it is chasing that girl you like. There is nothing holding you back. The only thing that's holding you back is you. And guys, I just wanted this episode just to be about appreciation. Appreciate everything that you have. I'm going to appreciate that I've been given. Obviously now we are brought to you by Audible, and it's a great opportunity for everybody we live in a time, guys, I'm going to do this a lot, where I cut my own self off, but we live in a time where whatever you want to be, you can become. There's never been a time ever where this has been more true. If you look at the recent elections, Donald Trump proves that you don't have to be qualified for the job you're looking for. But in all seriousness, there is not a man or woman, or there's no 6-year-old girl right now that can look up to their parents and go, "Mom, Dad, I want to be the president," and the president of the US, and their parents have to say, "Well, you can do it. You can do it now." This has been Hillary Clinton got as close as you could possibly get without winning it. Again, so many factors there, but she won the popular vote, and she'd be in office right now if Donald Trump wasn't I'd like to say master of persuasion. He's not the master of anything else, but he's an entertainer, guys. And if you listen to the way he speaks, the way he carries on, a lot of the stuff is not by mistake. It is concrete and there for a reason. Now, back to business, because we could talk about that forever, and I know people have. We are not a political podcast by any means. I don't think that it would draw anybody's attention, purely because I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about when it comes to that shit. So, the title of today's episode, not the title, but the theme, was just showing appreciation, as well as letting people know that you have the capacity for change. You have the capacity to go out there and do whatever you want to do in life. Just get rid of the fear. Most people will not go out and do what they want to do because they're scared. They're scared of the consequence. Well, guys, what is the consequence of not doing it? What is the consequence of not going after it? Just go off, just chase it. If you don't chase it, guys, you're going to be in exactly the same position. If you do chase it and you fail, at least you know. Okay? Otherwise, you live in doubt. You don't want to live in doubt for the rest of your life. And an amazing stat. I'm a massive NBA fan. As I get older, I sort of get more and more involved, and I wish I lived in the States so that I could be a rabid fan like you guys over there. But fun stat, and it reigns pretty true. You just got to shoot 50% to be in the NBA. Guys, that means out of 100 shots, they miss 50. If you can shoot 50%, you are in the NBA. that sounds too good to be true, but it actually is. That is the stat. If you can shoot 50%, you will be in the NBA. Hell, if you shoot 46, you can be in the NBA. The top scorers in the NBA, their efficiency is above 50%, but those are the superstars. And that's what I wanted to put in perspective. You don't have to be a superstar. You don't have to be a Steve Jobs. You don't have to change the world. You don't have to be a who else can we think of? Richard Branson. You don't have to be an Elon Musk. You don't have to be a Phil Knight. You don't have to be a Michael Jordan. You don't have to be a Tiger Woods. You can just be the best version of yourself. And you know what? If you just work hard at what you're good at, turn that into something that you're a little bit better at. If you're already good at it, you're better than most people. You become great at it and you're better than 99.9% of people. And when you get in that 1% territory, hell, when you get in that 10-20% territory, that's when you can turn that into something that can then become profitable to you. We don't all need to be world changers. Again, some people that are listening to the podcast will be world changers, but not everybody. To live comfortably, to live the life you're looking for, everybody's got their price, everybody's got their number, and it's figuring that out for you. I've said this in previous podcasts, but again, you don't have to make $1 million to live $1 million lifestyle. That number is actually $400,000 a year, and it may seem like a lot for some people, or it may seem like a very little, but that's just putting goals in perspective. You don't need, do you know how many billion-dollar apps there are? Do you know how many billion-dollar companies there are? Do you know how many million-dollar companies there are? Do you know how many million-dollar apps? Do you know how many million-dollar people walking around there are? Your dream may be closer than you think. Yeah? Your dream may be closer than you think. Put this in perspective again. I come from a personal training background, and if you do the math and you have a small studio or 250,000 people, 250,000, Jesus, that's not a small studio. If you have a small studio that has 250 members, you're making $1 million a year. Done. You don't need 20 franchises. You just need the one, and you can live that lifestyle. Now imagine if you had 2. Now imagine if you had 3. Now, if you're in Australia, there's a gym called RBT that is doing that and has done that for a while, and they grow fairly quickly, and that's their model. Let's get it to 250, grow, next one, 250, grow, next one. Then you go to 250 and you provide services. So you provide your PT services. And a lot of PTs don't know this. I used to work in a gym, a Jets gym that had 1,300 members. And they weren't making their money. I mean, they were making okay money, but they weren't making the sort of money studios make. And I have friends that hopefully I can get on the show soon that make that money, guys. Make that sort of money. And if money is your motivator, think you need to sit down, figure out what actually it is that you want. And just to say that again, words escape me. I'm so excited. It's episode 51. We've done 50. It's like I just started this yesterday. Do something you're good at, or even okay at, and put in the work, and you can be better than most. And guys, that is it. This is all a labor of love. This is just work every day, every episode. I plan to be a little bit better, and hopefully you've seen the change. Hopefully you've seen the content improve. And I'd really love to hear from you on Twitter at FitPro Podcast. And just let me know. Give me a big thumbs up on Facebook. Talk to me on Twitter, talk to me on Facebook, email me. All the links are in the show notes, as always. And guys, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I would not have reached 50 without you. And yeah, so to all those listening, big thumbs up. And back to our sponsor for the show, audible.com. That is www.audibletrial.com/FitPro Podcast. Go grab a free book, guys. You get a month free, a free book, and leaders are readers. That is what I've always thought. That is what I know. I'm going to try and read a book a month myself. So any recommendations from you guys out there at Fit Pro Podcast, let me know. Any more housekeeping? You guys may think there's another person in the studio, but it's just me. I'm talking to myself. No, I don't. Episode 52 should be coming out in the next 2 days. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep three a week. Everybody likes 3 a week. And guys, thank you again. I know I can't say it enough. It's just because of you that we are here. We are doing as well as we are. This is the Fit Pro Podcast. I'm your host, Marvin Fayers, and I'm out. Peace.